All right, here we go, guys. Breaking news: Elon Musk decides to launch his new AI. Right. So if I know I talked about this in the beginning. Elon Musk was one of the founding team members of ChatGPT. He left in the year. So ChatGPT started in 2015. He left in the year 2018 because he didn't want a conflict of interest. Right. So he didn't want to be in charge of all these different companies and also be in charge of the most powerful AI, which he didn't predict at the time, but he didn't want a conflict of interest, right? So he decided to leave the team. He probably still has equity, but he recently decided to develop a new AI to compete with ChatGPT, right? So I know you all may have had this experience where you ask ChatGPT a question and it has biases, right? And you know it's trained on humans and humans have biases. So to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. But what has happened was there was a lot of viral tweets out there where you would ask ChatGPT to make a joke about Donald Trump, right? And it will make a joke about Donald Trump easily. Ha ha ha, Donald Trump has funny hair. And then you will say, okay, make a joke about Joe Biden and not play politics or whatever. And it would say, sorry, I'm an AI model, yada, yada, yada. We all got that message, right? So on Twitter, a lot of these posts have went viral. And a lot of people, say, hey, this is not cool. This is a open technology. It shouldn't be biased one way or another. It should just tell the quote unquote truth, right? And I don't know if you all have heard this phrase before, but truth is told by the victor. So, or let's say, let's not go there. Anyway, so Elon Musk was seeing a lot of these tweets. A lot of people were reaching out to him and saying, hey, this is not cool. This is not cool. And I've seen he would say, I agree. And it just came out yesterday that Elon Musk decides to recruit his own team to build his own AI. So here we go. Elon Musk wants to build a ChatGPT style AI, but he says his version won't be woke, right? And Elon Musk is a little bit of a jokester, and he didn't want the AI to have biases. He just wanted it to give you the truth, nothing but the truth and the whole truth, and not swing one way or the other, left or right. Just the truth, right? Because I think in this current day and age, the team at OpenAI, and I don't really fault them for this. They don't want to, how do I say this, ruffle too many feathers of the media, right? So, and that's a long path to go down, and I'm not going to go down it. But to say the least, they don't want to say something extremely controversial or this or that way because it'll get picked up by the news. ChatGPT will get a lot of flack. The creators will get a lot of flack. The media can turn south on ChatGPT and so on and so forth, right? And I don't blame them for that. But the biases it implemented, is kind of I'm on these Reddit terminals and forums, and many people are saying it's kind of hindering ChatGPT, right? That we just wanted to tell us what we wanted to tell us. We don't want it to decide what it can joke about or what's a appropriate joke, to say the least, right? We wanted to say, hey, tell me if we say tell me a joke about this, the AI shouldn't be our parent and say, oh well, it's not nice to joke about those type of people or to joke about this or joke about that. We just wanted to do what it wanted us to do, right? So, many people have been complaining about that. I didn't think it was too big of a deal. There's little ways around it. I'll talk about it in this course, but a lot of these most viral moments have got back to Elon Musk on Twitter, and he pretty much said, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to build my own ChatGPT. He has enough money, to go and do that, right? So he's recruiting a lot of the top guys out there, to join his team, right? So, matter of fact, here's a portion of the tweets. This happened in December 2022. Can you turn off the woke settings for GPT and offer a version that as an option for users, please? The danger of training AI to be woke, in other words, lie, is deadly. Oh, speaking of that, so what happened was, like I say, ChatGPT and OpenAI, they didn't really want to ruffle any feathers, right? And so I think somebody asked it, how many genders are there? And that's a popular topic nowadays. But ChatGPT said, where there's multiple genders, that this, that, when scientifically there's only two genders. I'm just gonna come out and say it, right? And ChatGPT basically, or the OpenAI, they didn't really want to, say, exclude anybody. It was all about inclusion. So, they just, gave it a response to say that, right? And Elon Musk seen that, and he said, that's a lie, right? And that is deadly, especially as these new technologies become more powerful. Again, this is only the first version. We're just getting it out there. As these technologies become more powerful, can become extremely deadly. For it to skew one way, to not hurt people, or I don't know, however you want to say it, right? Right, and also, this came out today's day, what, the 25th or 26th or something like that, and this is also something that changed recently, that ChatGPT used to be a non-profit for everyone company, right? But they seen how much money they were blowing, and they decided to turn it into a for-profit company held by a non-profit company. And that's a little bit of a tricky situation. When you're doing things, you're the most powerful AI in the world, and you're doing things for money. So let me just give you all a quick example of how that can be bad. So I know you all have heard of Amazon Alexa, right? And there's gonna come a time where shopping for a particular item is going to be, how do I say this? A thing of the past. So pretty much you'll be able to say, "Hey, Amazon Alexa, yes, can you buy me some paper towel rolls? I want the 16. Give me the one with the best review, or give me the best one." Right? And if you're a for-profit company in charge of that, you can go and talk to the Downy brand and say, "Hey, give us 8% of sales, and we will recommend anyone who wants to buy paper towel rolls to buy them from you." Right? So now they're for profit, and that's a very slippery slope. Considering how powerful that's going to be, you could basically become a monopoly of the paper towel brand, because you're for profit and you're getting a kickback, right? So when Elon Musk was on the OpenAI team, it was open source, which is why they named it OpenAI, nonprofit, and he left, because he didn't want a conflict of interest. So he said, y'all go ahead and do your own thing. I'm not a part of that team no more, but I'm still the founder member, etc. But now it has become a closed source. So the API for ChatGPT, I guess they said it was too powerful, and they closed it off. I think you had to pay for it, so on and so forth. Maximum profit company, as you can see, they charge ChatGPT Plus, to get faster access, when this was supposed to be as simple as Google, right? So you go in there, anybody can go in there, ask any question they wish, and get an answer. But I think it has less to do with the fact that they're spending a lot of money on the servers, and more so they seen how much of an opportunity they have to make money from it, and they decide to choose the money route. So Elon Musk didn't like that. He said, "That's not what I intended at all." And a few days later, he decides to create his own OpenAI, or Open ChatGPT version, right? So he's recruiting a team now. He, on the OpenAI team, they have some of the smartest people in Silicon Valley, that do computer science and so on and so forth. That's beyond my sphere. But Elon Musk has the capabilities to recruit those same people, right? And speaking of that, it was a tweet today by Sam Altman, the creator of ChatGPT, who came out and said that he wanted them to, he's looking for better engineers to, go in and do this, to create a better ChatGPT version, right? So Igor, this is one of the smartest guys in Silicon Valley. I think he was on the original team with OpenAI, if I'm not mistaken. And I guess Elon Musk recruited him to create their own version, right? And do his own thing. And I think he was a creator of ChatGPT, one of them, right? So shout out to Igor. And this is the last soup. So Elon Musk. So also, Google came out with their own ChatGPT called Bard. They recently redacted it because it made a little bit of mistakes, and they lost $100 billion. Who gives? But Elon Musk is going to launch a ChatGPT that is like a Google, where you can just go on and, hey, tell me about this. No biases. Here's the answer. Boom. Rather than, hey, $20 a month if you want to get faster service, or hey, I can't make a joke about Mr. Joe Biden, but I can make a joke about Donald Trump. So Elon Musk didn't like that. He's recruiting for that to be better. It's going to be completely open source. Anyone can use it. The best AI out there. I'm not sure how good it'll be in comparison to ChatGPT. I think Elon Musk, if there's anybody who's going to take down ChatGPT and create a better version, it's going to be Elon Musk. Trust me on that. He was initially one of the creators of it. He has a lot of money. He can recruit the best people on the planet, to help build this. He doesn't really care. I don't want to say he doesn't care about the money. Everybody likes money, but he doesn't. It's not going to be his main primary source of income. He has Tesla, SpaceX, the Boring Company. He's doing all right, to say the least, right? So for it to be completely open source, he doesn't mind spending a little bit of money, and it's going to be a good race, right? This is the AI race, and I also mentioned a little bit earlier in the video prior to this, becoming a ChatGPT trainer is going to help you capitalize on this trend, because there are going to be people needed out there to help teach the average person or the average business owner how to use this technology effectively for them. And if you can get in and become that bridge of information from ChatGPT, you to the business, or any open AI, you're going to capitalize very well and be paid very well. So this is an opportunity to rise to the extreme top. I talked about it in the last video, the greatest opportunity in AI. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. But again, the race is on. Elon Musk, Google, ChatGPT, Apple may come out with one. Who knows? But the race is on. Let's get in there and make some money. So that's it for the video. Let's go on to the next.